started 2 years ago, but now this is when we want to go into full production. You know, this is a new thing. There was a bit of learning. We had to pay some school fees. We've also noticed that there's a type of fish that takes time to grow. So we, in the process of doing the risk assessment, and then we order the type of tilapia, which takes a shorter period, but it grows bigger. So we are trying to reduce some of those costs to ensure that within 5 months we have got a fish which is as big as maybe 2 kg, 1.5 or 1 kg. Because it's all about kgs in terms of fish. It's expected on monthly basis, if it's in full capacity, we'll be doing like 30 to 40 tons. Right now, this is when the process now is getting full to capacity. We're able to do like 6 to 5 tons a month, up to 500,000 tons, God willing. But we are moving step by step. At least we've learned the whole process. Initially, we had experts from South Africa who came to install this, but now we are able to install it on our own with the local knowledge and the local expertise. With that, now we are able to even to find cheaper ways. If you look at the cost of putting up this one and the second one, there's a very huge difference. Of course, some challenges that we've had is my power cuts. As you can see, this runs with whatever, so sometimes you have to run the genset. So we are in the process, since we are talking about the green environment, we have just procured the solar system. We are going the solar way to ensure that the system is not disturbed since we are going into full production. Yeah, so far we have done about 7 locals. If you look at our channel, we are also supplying the fingerlings to the local. Local people are coming to buy. We are in the process of putting up the training class broker here that will allow the locals come here be trained. Ideally, we want to start with like the Bible say I refer. Start in Jerusalem before you go to Syria. So we want to start with the people that are within Solwezi, then move to other districts, then the whole province, then the whole country. You also wish to know that we are not very far from Congo here, and you know that Congo buys a lot of fish. Actually, we are even getting inquiries as far as Congo, people wanting to come and buy our fish. But we've told them for now we want to satisfy the local, as the Bible directs us first to start in Jerusalem. The fish, we've noticed that the fish feed is getting very expensive. And the good news actually, in the next year we are putting up our own fish feed plant. So ideally we want to start making our own feed that will also sell to the local. Right now as we are talking, we are in the process of just finalizing on how we are going to go about the production of the feed. Otherwise that's a major cost in the fish, apart from the initial investment. Now we are buying the fish feed. You heard the starter, all those finisher, they are all determined by the external. But it's available, even Zambia, I think they have the product. Sometimes we go as far as Kitwe to get that product. But I think come next year, all our fish will be produced by ourselves.
Going forward to our local small and medium scale enterprises, this is a business. This is a business you should be engaged in. The proprietors of Waken are willing to do training for those who want to go into fish farming. It's not an expensive venture, the 13 million. Additionally, they are also willing to sell fingerlings at a cheaper price. This plant is also very, very interesting because it talks to greening the economy, resource efficiency. There's reuse of water here. There's reuse of water here. There's also their desire, in fact not even the desire, their plans already, they are going into renewable energy of the solar solution here. So we encourage you to quickly install a solar system here, as you have said yourselves, so that the issues of power are resolved. I think we can only wish them well. And for you, for my fellow MPs again, in the Copper Belt, in the Northwestern Province here, this is a chance to train the small and medium enterprises with that CDF. This is a viable venture, very, very viable. It's not only the local demand we are talking about here, we're also talking about exports to our neighboring countries, because the demand for fish is very, very high. So we can only encourage you, sir, to do more. and we're very, very pleased with what we've seen.
Thank you. So we thought of putting these facilities. So this is what we call high cost. We have got the medium cost. We also have got the low cost. So this is meant to cater for people that are doing business in the mine. And with the support the mine has been giving us, some of their employees lodging here. And that has helped us as Nvumabaranda actually to create employment. As we talk, Honorable, we have over 400 Zambian employees. So these that come to sweep here or do this, we have created employment to the local people.
We also encourage the local entrepreneur to keep your standards. Keep your standards well. We thank you for employing more than 400 of our people. Keep our people well, let them gain a living wage. Demonstrate to Kalumbila mine that you are capable of delivering this service which they need. And expand, and we also call upon you to support the entrepreneur as much as possible, because once he grows, he'll be an example to the others.
Bread. Once you taste this bread, you don't even need butter. Yeah. So everything is made here. I'll show you how we are making it. So these are the business men who are supported by Kalumbila Minerals. They have come here to learn, to acquire skills, and then they go and expand in their business. So they have a department that they are calling Local Business Development. And Mr. Joseph's office, they are the ones that are facilitating. So we are working through with their support to ensure that our fellow local businessmen are able to be self-sustaining. And it's worth mentioning also that these people, they are supported by First Quantum, even given loan-free equipment. I mean, interest-free. They are given loans, but without interest, so that they start up their businesses.
And as you can see, the class is almost ready to take up any challenge or any construction that can be availed to them by the mine. So through your office, we'd love to have your political will, and the management of the mine also should be able to see that these people should not just be let like that, but they should be given some projects which they can be able to undertake. We have been told of late that no, the locals are lacking skills, the locals have no capacity, but here we are. The skills are now instilled in the locals and they are up to the game. They are waiting for chances to see that they can be able to demonstrate.
Developed countries have been developed from local small enterprises. So our challenge to you, local businesses, local businessmen and women, is that learn the skills, improve your service delivery, improve your service delivery. Make sure that your products, the products you produce are of a high standard. Be disciplined. Only when you are disciplined that you grow as a business person. So there's an opportunity from Kalumbila here. Direct opportunity. The services they cannot provide by themselves will be provided by yourself. There's no need for Kalumbila to go out there and produce worksuits. There's no need for Kalumbila to start building lodges. I'm informed that my senior member here, Kupak, I'm informed that Kupak is also building a lodge here. There's business here, sir. Kalumbila is here to serve you also. So to all of you, learn your skills, produce quality products. Kalumbila has shown the desire to support you. And they are an example. So learn the skills. Our economy will only be built if you entrepreneurs produce the goods and services locally.
We make everything. Yes. Even your suit, we can make it. We make work suits, we make corporate shirts, we make uniforms, bridal gowns, beddings, curtains, and everything. So here is our straight stitch machine. Mama Vai, you can demonstrate. This is the straight stitch. Why do we call it a straight stitch? It just stitches just a straight stitch, like back stitch, the one we used to do when we didn't have the machines. So this is the kind of machine. It's an industrial machine also.
Brand hospital to the health of all the Zambians.
Dr. Tatenda, you can take charge. Take us through.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
residents. We are ready to evacuate with our ambulance that we saw outside, and we resuscitate here. And if need be, we transfer to the next facility. Yes.
Joined Minister of Health. I was posted to this bush. I used to go even before there was this mine up to that far end, seeing a lot of things. I was not seeing the bush, I was also seeing opportunities. I told myself, Honorable, that I'm not going back to the village. I will stay here. And I was adopted by First Quantum Minerals. They adopted me today as an orphan who has managed also to adopt other 400 children. What do you say, woman? We know First Quantum adopted me, supported my small ideas. I grew to a level of employing 400 Zambians. Honorable, you may also wish to know that when I went to start in Europe, First Quantum sponsored me as well. Even when I went to my master's in South Africa, I was sponsored by First Quantum. I know most of the people don't know. From there, I came here, opened up this business. First Quantum supported us. Today, we are here to celebrate one of the achievements that we have achieved through the support of First Quantum. And we are very proud that we've been nurtured as First Quantum to be here. I want also to acknowledge my two directors who worked tireless. Madam Shalom, where are you? That's our director, Human Resource, one of the ladies that have been working throughout the night. Then I've got my director, Technical Service, Madam Chilu. That's Madam, actually I got her when I was working. Stand up, Madam, they want to see you. I adopted this girl. She was my first employee when I was still working in the government. I remember we used to share the government salary. Why am I saying this? I'm just telling someone there who feels that maybe Nvumabaranda has grown because of what you need to start with small things and just remain focused. Be resilient. We are happy, Honorable Minister, that the new Dawn government is talking about, you can see it, madam, is talking about bringing the money to the local people through the CDF allocation. My fellow contractors that are here, the new Dawn is saying there will be 25 million that will be sent to each constituency. So I'm urging my fellow contractors to seize the opportunity. I want also to acknowledge the manager for health, Madam Kaini. I've seen you there. Thank you for the fantastic job through First Quantum. She's worked throughout to ensure that the communities, not only the mine workers, but even the community themselves, are getting good health with the support of Dr. Kahilu there, the superintendent. I think thank you so much for coming. I know it's not my show, it's the Honorable Minister's show. My job was just to welcome the team that came with the minister. Please, you are welcome to Nvumabaranda Group of Companies. I happen to be the chair and the CEO at the same time. I hope as we grow further, I can relinquish one of the positions. And at the same time, I'm still the general worker for Nvumabaranda. I do any work, and if they ask me to sweep, we sweep. GMO, thank you for accepting our invitation, and we want to acknowledge the environmental manager as well there. Thank you for coming. The officer in charge, I've seen all of you. What we are saying is we are here to ensure that we grow Kalumbila. Kalumbila mines needs our services. That's why we are here. We have positioned ourselves as a Nvumabaranda because we have seen an opportunity and we've seen a gap. Through your office, Honorable Minister, we want to appeal to the government that such initiatives that Nvumabaranda are doing should be fully supported by the government. We are one of the contractors that really have been fully supported by the private sector, but we are saying there are other, they cannot support all of them at the same time. We are saying even government should come in and support this. Because creating 400 employees, if let's say those contractors we saw there that are 20, they also create 400 jobs. We'll be talking of a huge number of people being employed. And our motto is waste is money. We started this with the support in the area of waste. And the Honorable Minister, as you have seen, we are preserving the environment. It pains us to cut a tree. I know we cut some that we used as pillars, we apologize. But they are also serving the purpose. And I promise that in the next planting tree, Mr. Mwira wants to please put me in there. I'll plant also another 100,000 to ensure that we meet the thing that we have. So that is our commitment at Nvumabaranda. So at this point in time, I welcome you, Honorable Minister, and thank you for accepting our invitation to come and be with us here. To everyone, please, let's take this opportunity. Hope we can have an event which is nice, such that during lunch we can interact, ask the questions, interact with the minister. So my fellow contractors that are here, let's take advantage of this so that we are able to ask the government is here. Thank you so much.
In a little-known part of Zambia, many doubts arose on how we would develop a town with all the necessary amenities, such as schools, markets, and clinics, considering our core business of mining. Honourable Minister, we did not relent. We fully understood that our operation presents a significant, conducive socio-economic environment that extends from a local to a regional scale, and with a goal of good governance and good governance environment, multiplier effects increase due to our increased spending, skills development, and through on-the-job training and education, to mention but a few of the initiatives. I acknowledge that hospitals like this one play a vital role in positively contributing to a healthy workforce, which in turn drive local economic activities. We have a workforce of up to 6,000 people that require medical care, and in addition to the healthcare facilities provided for employees. This new hospital, and hopefully many more to come, is a welcome move to ensure our people attain medical services. The opening of this private hospital symbolizes the growth of our town, a town that has been developed in an environmentally conscious manner, fostering green initiatives and responsible management of waste. Honourable Minister, this achievement today is in line with our sustainability mode that is essential in meeting the global challenge to address the climate change. As First Quantum, we are well placed to realize our commitments to climate change reduction through various initiatives. Our primary product is fundamental in energy efficiency, security, and the climate change mitigation. We have set a goal to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions from our operations by 30% come 2030. In conclusion, I would like to commend the Nvumabaranda Group of Companies in setting up this hospital and offer them my support. I also would like to encourage other small-medium enterprises to seize these opportunities presented to them and work with relevant stakeholders to see them to fruition. The opportunities are there, and as explained, they take somebody to identify them and take the opportunity that they present. Through anybody's efforts, the goals and wishes of our vision and those of all of us here can be achieved. Thank you very much.
It is also gratifying to note that most of you have taken time off your busy schedule to be part of this momentous occasion. It elates me to note that Nvuma's Green Business Private Hospital's motto is Green Environment, Better Future. This resonates very well with the vision of the New Dawn government's commitment to address climate change and to improve natural resource management. Climate change has emerged as one of the most pressing issues in Zambia, affecting socio-economic development and threatening to erode the country's development gains made so far. The frequency of droughts and dry spells, seasonal and flash floods, and extreme temperatures have a direct bearing on economic growth. As such, government has begun charting its developmental discourse aimed at improving the livelihoods of our people by way of encouraging business models that are climate smart with an effort of greening the economy. This therefore requires involvement of various stakeholders to actively participate in the activities of greening the Zambian economy to ensure sustainable development. Distinguished invited guests, I'm happy to mention that government has started the process of developing a green growth strategy that will promote environmental sustainability and ensure social inclusiveness as we embark on economic recovery and growth. The green growth strategy will outline the path that Zambia wishes to take as we transition into a green economy. This presents huge opportunities for private sector, including micro, small, and medium enterprises through green investments to actively participate in the economy. We are here to witness these business opportunities by Nvuma, who have chosen to operate in a clean and green environment and establishing various business enterprises which are promoting the conservation of the environment. Nvuma is a good example of businesses that are conducting business in an environment that is sustainable and continues to excel by mixing business models, which include a lodge, a business center, a skills training center, and the hospital for which I'm here to officially open. I want to salute Nvuma for taking this route and implore all businesses to embrace the concept of conducting their activities in a green environment. The business model of the company is in line with the current global trends that many of today's firms have adopted. The triple bottom line. The triple bottom line suggests that organizations should not only focus on profits, but environmental and social impact as well. These focuses can be referred to as the 3 Ps: people, planet, and profit. Quite often, this sustainable approach to business ultimately boosts business performance. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished invited guests, in today's ever-evolving world, debating whether to incorporate sustainability into business strategies is no longer an option, but a sure way of succeeding. The government is ready to partner and work with companies such as Nvuma that support the vision of His Excellency Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, the President of the Republic of Zambia, in preserving and conducting business in a clean and green environment such as this one. Distinguished guests, going green reduces air pollution and environmental toxins that affect our body's immune system by bringing infections and diseases. Going green is not just good for the environment and preserving the climate, but it is a smart way of conducting business in these modern times. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to appeal to all business communities to remove this deforestation from their business models and commit to working in a clean and green environment, which is the way to conduct smart business and preserve our environment in the long term. I urge you all to seize the opportunities on offer by our government and help protect our precious environment in Zambia and the country for future generations by supporting clean energy generation and clean transport. I further appeal to Nvuma Group of Companies to introduce such business models or similar initiatives to the rest of the provinces so that all the provinces are covered with green-related interventions. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to officially launch Nvuma's Green Business Private Hospital, as well as all the related business entities here in Kalumbila. I must emphasize here that cooperation between big mining ventures and local businesses is key to ensuring that Zambia goes back to the positive economic gains it had before. To Nvuma, we are thankful to the fact that you have a very good business model, that which speaks to the needs of the mining here in Kalumbila. Fish farming, we are also glad that you are involved in a venture which every Zambian, small and medium scale, should be involved in. The lodge itself is providing quality services to Kalumbila, the supermarket, the skills center, to the people of Kalumbila, to the council in Kalumbila. It's an opportunity for you to train the small and medium scale enterprises, even as they access the CDF which is available. Let them learn the skills. I saw the knitting centers were there. It's an opportunity for our small and medium scale enterprises to learn those skills, so that they can supply the work suits to Kalumbila, so that they can supply the uniforms to the various schools here. That's very, very important. We are also delighted that there's a hospital here, courtesy of Nvuma again. This will speak to the needs of Kalumbila itself. This is the way it should be. To all of us Zambians, when you see a business like a mining business, a big mining business coming up, it's an opportunity to provide a service to them. Businesses, small businesses, are the anchor of any developmental agenda for any country. To those businessmen and women who are being taught at this skills center, my challenge to you is learn the skills, be disciplined, grow your businesses. Kalumbila has shown that it can partner with you to grow your businesses. To Kalumbila, we can only thank you. First Quantum Minerals, we can only thank you for partnering with the local businesses. We are also aware that First Quantum Minerals is doing a commendable job in preserving our environment. Thank you for keeping our forests. The challenge to you, First Quantum Minerals, is that as a big mining enterprise, we ask you to scale up your environmental intervention measures, plant more trees. The challenge is that we need the number of trees to go up. Help us train those forest guards. Northwestern Province is endowed with rich timber species which are being exploited without our local people benefiting. The challenge is to Kalumbila, First Quantum Minerals, is that help us preserve these rich resources so that the local people themselves, after exploiting these rich resources, can benefit. Remember, we live in the same environment. Whilst we appreciate that Kalumbila is keeping this environment very well within their area of operation, the challenge is let's go out there as well and help the country realize their developmental agenda. The other challenge to Kalumbila is help us as well so that our locals gain from carbon trading. The carbon credits will help our people be weaned off from charcoal burning. To you here, the challenge to the workers from Nvuma, the challenge is that keep that job safe, work hard. You only be promoted when the directors and the senior management see that you are a key component in their developmental agenda. To the hospital staff, make sure that the quality of service you provide to the people here, including the mining operation, is of a quality standard. The challenge is let's provide quality service. It's only through quality service that rewards will be shown. So we wish Nvuma well. We challenge you as well to move from, not only move away, but explore other opportunities in the country. To the council here, the challenge is nurture these businessmen, support the mining enterprise, support Nvuma, so that together you can also gain from the local taxes. I thank you all for listening to me, and I wish you well.